Mark Grayson, what's going on? Give me a second to set up. I just caught a little unprepared. I didn't know where my speaker was. Business. What's going on, Mr. Mark? How you doing, man? Chilling, chilling. Feeling good tonight? What should we start my channel with, huh? What are we gonna play tonight? A little Unforgiven, I think. You got 104 subs, dude? Keep it rocking, Mark. Keep up the good work, dude. I'll sub to you, bro, Mark. I'll sub to you, bro. Keep up the good work, man.
Sweet cinnamon and the frosted crunch you love.
We're gonna get this thing started off here in just a second. Is it Mark Grayson straight up? Hey bro, what up? Play CVR, what up? Little guitar, no biggie. Getting everything set up, prepared. How you doing tonight, Play? Halloween weekend, bro. You guys excited for Halloween? It's my favorite time of year, man. She's working. Everything's working good. Halloween weekend, feeling good. Had a good day today. Raised some money for a little craft fair. Man, you guys should have seen this place that I set up today. It was a dive. I probably made the most money in that place, but I felt really bad about this one lady because she was a Native American. And you know how I feel. You know how I feel about my Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? So she absolutely loved this sweatshirt. So I ended up giving her one primo price. Primo price. I'm not telling you what I gave her to her for because then all of you guys are going to want the same damn price. But let me tell you what. She had actual earrings that was made from porcupine quills. Fucking coolest friggin' things I ever seen. Matter of fact, I hope my girlfriend took those earrings out before she slept. I don't think she did. Hopefully they're not broken when she wakes up. I can't talk. Hold on, I might be having a seizure. I don't know, man. My heart beats a little fast. Is David still mad at you, Riffs? I don't know. I was gone all day. I just hopped on today. I just hopped on now. I went to Hater Terminator stream. I went to NorCal stream. Hater Terminator said he was getting done, so I decided to pop my stream on. He was mad at me though, man. He bitched at me for like 2.5 hours. I guess he expected some kind of reaction out of me. Nope. No reaction. It was very educational though. I mean, he wanted to sodomize my wife. Said he was gonna stick his thumb up her ass. He wished God that I was never blessed with kids. Yeah, man, very educational for me anyways. I get to see what kind of person he is. That's cool, bro. Irregardless, man. Irregardless, I'm glad he did what he did. Personally, humbly from my heart, I'm glad he did what he did, because now I get to see that side. You know, obviously that's how he felt the whole time. He was just two-facing me, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually very proud of David. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of his harvest. I'm proud of his home. I'm proud of his business. I'm proud of his kids. I'm proud of David. He's done very, very well for himself. Good for him. Haters are so annoying. Well, I left the 420 Club, and I didn't tell anybody that I did it, man. I just did it. And I figured they were just going to let me go gracefully, but they didn't. They used me as an example. And that's fine. I gladly take the arrows and slingshots from 420 Club so all of you can see what type of people they are. That's why they're the unforgiven. The unforgiven. Unforgiven. Irregardlessly. You caught that, didn't you, Riot? Irregardlessly. It's one of my friend's favorite words. He's just trying to remain relevant irregardlessly into the relevancy of the situation, yo. He's just trying to stay relevant. You want to do some conspiracies? I haven't really cooked any up. I can talk a couple, though. I can talk a couple. What you want to dive into? You want to dive into the JFK stuff? He's trying to stay relevant, man, regardless to how he feels. He's just trying to remain relevant in the situation. Hey, Kusei, can you go to the store and get me a Monster? I'm trying to stay relevant over here. You want to get into the JFK shit? All right, let's go. Let's go. We're going JFK bound. You guys ready? Hold on a second. We are JFK bound. Well, apparently I'm not gonna find it that way. Hey, suck it easy. Suck it easy, bro. Brinks the man, as Brinks is suck it easy. Holy fuck, I'm subscribed to so many people, it's ridiculous. Here we go. Are you ready? And I can understand you. Come in here, my friends. Come a little closer. Get to know me better, man. Come a little closer. Get to know me better, man. Hold on. We're caught up. Lay beside me underneath the sky. Come and get to know me better, man. You know what? We might just have to get rid of that. Because it's right in the way. I planned on just coming in here and playing some guitar, but that's cool. That's cool. We can switch it up for you, bros. That's cool. We let the shit just flow the way y'all want it to flow. So we're gonna let it flow that way. I might have to turn on, unless if this thing works right away, because the friggin' cell phone does not like to work with AR Studio, but my tablet does every time. I have to go get my tablet real quick if this thing don't want to pop on for me. Yeah, it's being a jerk. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't want to work, so I grabbed the tablet. The tablet's almost dead, though. If I can understand you. Okay. Turn this bitch on. You smile, but you want to be quiet. You pretend like you're happy, but you aren't. Who, me? Well, of course I'm not happy. I take antidepressants, you know. I have to pretend to be happy. Yay! Okay, here we go. Sorry about the delay, but I wasn't planning on doing this, and that's cool, no problem. We're going to switch this into a conspiracy show right on the fly. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Let's take that down. Let's take this down. All right. Feels like you're wearing a mask. I know. There's only a couple people on this earth that truly, truly get me. And I just cut ties with one of them. Let me put it right about, what do you think? Right about there? You can still see me. I can still see you. We can see what's going on the TV. Let's give it a flippy round. Give it a flippy round. All right, bro. All right, let me put this down a little bit. Just like that. Y'all can see it good? Y'all can see it good? All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's a sheep. Those are sheep. Do you want to go see?
The fuck?
Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings, and yeah, let's talk about the secret government files related to the assassination of former U.S. President John F. Kennedy. This is going to be a very important video that is going to show you exactly how government works. Now, before we start, I hate to say this, well, not really, but I told you so. I told you this was going to happen. Right after U.S. President Donald Trump said he's going to release the long blocked and classified JFK files. Well, actually, I'm partly right, because some documents were released last night, and in this video, we are going to go over some of the bigger bombshells that were released in the documents. And of course, we're going to cover the bigger story here, which is the cover-up, which suggests to the American people that the same shadowy figures, deep state and intelligence agencies that had a lot of power when JFK was in charge, are pretty much still running the show right now. Now, 6 days ago, Donald Trump tweeted that he would approve the release of all the JFK files, which spurred a lot of people to contact me personally and say, hey, look, Donald Trump is going against the deep state and intelligence agency. And then yesterday, many people, including myself, were on the computer refreshing the government website, waiting impatiently for these documents to finally come out. And then we found out he only released some of them while keeping a portion still unreleased to the public pending review, ultimately blocking the full release of these JFK documents after a last-minute push by the CIA. Donald Trump then said, quote, I have no choice. Then he said that there would be potentially irreversible harm to national security.
Now, why do you think the CIA keeps getting in front of Trump on this one? I mean, you'd have to be a dipshit not to figure that one out, right? Why would the CIA keep intervening with Trump trying to release these documents? Because they're the fucking ones behind it. They're the masterminds of the JFK assassination, guaranteed.
If all the records were to come out now. Now let me translate that for you. When Donald Trump says threat to national security, he ultimately means we're covering up and lying to you, the American people, so you don't find out how horrible the U.S. government is capable of being. He also tweeted today that the JFK files are being carefully released and that in the end there will be great transparency. And that, quote, it is my hope to get just about everything to public. Now, you would think the intelligence agencies that had over 50 years with these documents in hand had enough time to redact all the information that was, quote, a threat to national security. But no, they need more time. So we're definitely seeing an internal struggle here between Donald Trump and the CIA, with the CIA ultimately deciding what the U.S. president could release to the American public. Even CNN anchor Jim Acosta said that he asked officials whether there were any signs of a conspiracy in the secret JFK files, and he wrote that officials on call...
Okay, what we're looking at here, bros, is an internal struggle. This is an internal war. A civil war has broke out right now, right before our very eyes, inside of the government. And I'm trying to tell you, man, pay attention to what's going on. I know it's like you don't care, whatever, it's a bunch of hoopty blah. But listen, this shit is going down inside the offices right now. People are conspiring against each other. Now, remember how JFK warned us about secret covenants? And Eisenhower warned us about military industrial complexes. I say this. I say that the CIA, or whoever, has created a secret organization inside of our government and is using a private military industrial complex against the state's militias, against, you name it, sheriff departments, deputies, EMTs, first responders, and we've seen them firsthand. We got a chance to see them down in Dallas. Alex Jones was doing a thing down there trying to do the JFK assassination, the 50th anniversary, and they had the little free speech boxes. We got a chance to see what some of those law enforcement looked like. Complete black, looked like military gear, no insignias whatsoever, helmet, no insignias, nothing on them that would tell you that they're law enforcement or that they're part of an organization. Completely black. So that's your private military, in my opinion. And these guys look like just the worst of the worst. Big guys, you know. They all look like they just got fresh out of prison, possibly something like that, you know. They all look like ex-cons, ex-criminals of some sort, the type of people you'd want to cast for a hard movie or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, these guys had that look about them.
Reporters would not even comment. So it is very interesting that the intelligence agencies are petrified that you will find out what they were up to 50 years ago. Now, some of the files were released last night. They're available on this website, which will be available in the description below, so you could fact check everything we're going to say moving forward in this video. And then to add a cherry on top, WikiLeaks has issued a $100,000 reward from the withheld JFK documents that, of course, Donald Trump just blocked from the American public. Now, with these new documents coming out, I think it's clear that there is a massive cover-up happening right now, and we have to understand that these are thousands of files that people are going through, which will take weeks to vet in order to get you all the information from this latest.
You think there's a shadow government happening
on the internet? These are the latest bombshells that people found out in these documents. From these files, we found out that the former FBI director, J. Edgar Hoover, said that the public must believe that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone and was the lone gunman that assassinated John F. Kennedy. These documents show how the American government was working to make sure that the American public was convinced that Oswald was the lone gunman. There's an actual document that ends prematurely and is cut off and censored right before a deposition that talks about the CIA being involved in the assassination. There's a document enclosed talking about how the Soviet Union was convinced that the JFK assassination was a coup d'etat and that it was not a single lone gunman that assassinated JFK, and how the KGB The Russian intelligence agency at the time was in possession of data purporting to indict President Johnson, vice president of JFK, who was reportedly responsible for the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Another major bombshell, which I think should be big news for everyone, is the fact that in these JFK files, they have the lone gunman, Lee Harvey Oswald, and his assassin that killed him, Jack Ruby, meeting each other weeks before the assassination of John F. Kennedy, detailing how they went to Cuba together to supposedly cut sugarcane, and that they were discussing Big Bird, saying that they were overheard speaking in code right before the JFK assassination, and of course right before Jack Ruby assassinated Lee Harvey Oswald. The same Lee Harvey Oswald who was speaking out and saying he was a patsy and was saying that the government was lying about the assassination of JFK. He of course couldn't speak out any longer because he was assassinated as well by, who we're finding out, was known to him before everything, and that was Jack Ruby. The same Jack Ruby who during his court proceedings for assassinating the, quote, lone gunman, came out publicly and said,
"We'll never know the true facts of what occurred, my motives. The people have so much to glean and have such an ulterior motive to put me in the position I'm in. We'll never let the true facts come of their voice to the world." Are these people in very high positions, Jack? Yes.
Jack Ruby said he would testify if he was transferred and had protection in Washington, D.C., which never happened, by the way. And then on record also said,
I want to correct what I said before. He was vice president. Remember? He was vice president? Yes, I did when I mentioned about Adelaide Stevens. If he was vice president, there would never been no assassination of that beloved president. Was this 20 years ago? Yeah, the answer is the man in office now.
Pointing the finger directly at the person who took over the presidency, Lyndon B. Johnson. Also in the documents, we have a Surgeon General report that talks about a second shooter being involved during the assassination. And even with older documents, we have evidence suggesting that Oswald, the lone gunman, was actually trained by the CIA previously beforehand, which of course Jason Burmis made a very important video on this YouTube channel about specifically with the exact documents that he wanted to come out from this entire case, which of course didn't. You'll be able to click on this video right after this one, and I definitely recommend you watch it. And even outside of JFK's assassination, we are finding out even bigger bombshells when it comes to the CIA's involvement with the U.S. mainstream media.
Yeah, Magic wanted to check out some.
Confirmed and talked about how there were over 40 journalists.
Magic wanted to check some of that out.
Media who were really undercover CIA agents, who of course weren't working as
honestly, I did too, though.
But really propaganda outlets for this intelligence agency, which practices information warfare and disinformation to guarantee that the American people will never find out the truth of what their government is doing. The documents also talked about introducing a biological agent to cause crop failure in Cuba and the importance of covering that up. And most importantly, what you have to note here is that this is the stuff that they are okay with telling you. Now imagine the stuff that they're still keeping secret from you. It's still going to take weeks to find out the whole truth behind all these documents, and some of them will never be released, which of course adds more mystery, conspiracy theories, and the rightful mistrust of government. Yeah. Clearly, the government is still lying to you about the assassination of John F. Kennedy, which means essentially the same powers and institutions that covered up this crime are still in charge today. And this is why most Americans don't believe the JFK official
Daddy
story.
Bush was CIA at the time, was he?
And now we're just being vindicated because we have every right to.
Is that correct?
John F. Kennedy was a very powerful leader who went up directly against the Federal Reserve.
That right there might hold weight.
And ultimately what happened to him will never be vindicated by the U.S. government, but it can be in the hearts and minds of Americans. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments section below. I look forward to your comments and responding to them. If you agree with me, share this video and get it out there to your friends and family members. And most importantly, thank you for all you amazing human beings.
Sweet. So there you go. They're not going to release all the facts just yet, so we're still in waiting. And it looks like they're going to maintain with this Lee Harvey Oswald story. So that's pretty much where we're at a stalemate now. We're at a stalemate with this JFK story until we get the rest of the facts. So, what's the next topic? What do you want to dive into next? You want to hear some guitar? You want to dive into another conspiracy? That Fukushima shit was crazy as shit, though. And that shit right there is swept under the rug like it's not a big deal. That's what's killing me. Back when it actually happened, it was the most brutal thing that could ever have happened. People were talking about it left and right. All these different videos were covered up, came out. Yeah, I covered that up, though. Well, man, I really wish I could find some more stuff on that, because there was a video. It was about 5 minutes long. It was on BP Earth section. It was back in 2011, 2012. How do I get to 2011, 2012 videos? Is there like a friggin' filter or something I can put in here to just look up 2011? I have certain rules I live by. My first rule: I don't believe in government. Do you, homie? SP? What's SP? What's SP, bro? Oh, Mandela effect? Oh, I got you. You want to do the Mandela effect? I found that ocean video you showed. Isn't that weird? I wish I could find more on the explanation. Let me see. Let's just see where this takes me here. Let's just see where this takes me. 2011. TEPCO. Let's see. I'm just going to type in some trigger words and hit enter. 2011 TEPCO 9.0. Fukushima. I guess that's it. Let's see where that takes us. Let's see where this goes. See, 3 months ago, 6 years ago, TEPCO video, the first inside Fukushima reactor. I gotta be honest, I don't really know what I'm looking at here. I don't really know what I'm looking at here, do you? Is that just nuclear waste chilling on the ground right there? Is that what that is? Is the floor getting cancer? Well, what could possibly go wrong? That just looks like a clusterfuck of tubes. What could possibly go wrong there? Yeah, they ain't talking. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at here. Inside Fukushima, ABC News. Inside Fukushima's time bomb. Japanese news. Inside video shoot. Massive nuclear watch. TEPCO abandoned 2 robots.
Engineers at the Fukushima Daiichi say they're learning more about what caused one of their robotic cameras to get stuck. They sent it inside the nuclear power plant earlier this month to get a better look at the damage. And they say a newly released photo is shedding light about what went wrong just 10 meters into the machine's journey. The photo released by Tokyo Electric Power Company shows the robot tilting to the right inside the containment vessel of the number 1 reactor. Officials say they've given up on recovering the device. Crew sent a second robot to retrieve...
Yeah, because if they go inside there, they'll die. No matter if they're wearing a fucking nuclear suit or not. They will die. What's your opinion on Vice News? I don't really have one. I guess. What do you think? Are they... Is it fake news? Is it all fake? Because it's all fake news, okay? Let me tell you. Very fake news.
The first machine, but the probe's camera malfunctioned due to radiation exposure. So they've now decided to abandon both of them. Officials say video footage retrieved shows no major damage to a part leading to the bottom of the containment vessel. Melted nuclear fuel fell on the vessel in the 2011 accident. The operator says it will analyze the footage and other data to help remove the fuel.
I don't think so. I mean, if I have, I didn't know I did. Let's just put it that way. If I did, I didn't know I did. I'm sure I have. Earthquake and tsunami in Japan.
We're following the breaking news out of Japan in the aftermath of the earthquake and tsunami. These are new images, new pictures just coming into us. And you can see what happened when that tsunami ripped apart these whole areas, tossing around cars as if they were nothing. Just watch these pictures for a moment. You can see what's going on as we watch these pictures. I also want to get back to the fear that a meltdown may be underway at one of the nuclear.
May be underway. Trust me, it's underway. They complete the seawall, huh? Yeah, it's really tough for me to get this type of shit. Let me tell you what. Russian bombers circled Japan and TEPCO. Fukushima disaster, TEPCO. 6 years ago. So that's where I'm gonna need this. But from what I understand, it's really bad. It's hard for me to find the actual friggin' straight up shit that I'm trying to find you, because there's a video on it. Vice, a HBO show, YouTube channel, Viceland, a TV channel. I watch it, seems legit. Viceland? Viceland, you got it. Oh, excuse me. Viceland. A look at Puerto Rico before the storm. Getting into the Halloween spirit. Epically latered Bam Margera. Sean Patton was paid $500 to never tell this story. The time T.J. Miller tried to dance with Paris Hilton. Huh. No shit. I'll check it out. It's in my search engine now. What do you guys want to get into now? What's the next topic? Everybody ended up leaving. We were interesting them. It was interesting until we looked up Fukushima. Viceland is a cable channel. Vice. Oh yeah, I think I know these guys. The guys with the black label here, right? Vice News. Yeah, I remember these guys. Yeah, these guys are good. I know who you're talking about now. Constructing Trump's wall. Yeah, I know this guy, David Icke. I know David Icke well. Conspiracy of the Lizard Illuminati. Into the Fringe with Alex Jones. I remember that one. Mafia targets migrants and Iran nuclear deal. That don't surprise me. A day with Russian billionaire. What the fuck? That's a damn good one. Yeah, that's a good channel right there, man. I didn't really have anything set up for my conspiracies. Like I said, we can get into whatever you want to do. We can get into whatever conspiracy you want to get into. Mandela effect. We did the JFK. JFK's kind of at a standstill. I could just play some guitar. That's cool too. Put on a little bit of Mr. Carlin real quick. It's your stream. Yeah, I know. I was just going to play friggin' guitar.
See, I'm not one of these people who's worried about everything. You got people like this around you. Country's full of them now. People walking around all day.
But he wanted to get into,
worried about everything.
what was it? JFK shit. So I said, fuck it. We could do that, bro.
Worried about insecticides, pesticides, food additives, carcinogens. Worried about radon gas. Worried about asbestos. Worried about saving endangered species. Let me tell you about endangered species, all right? Saving endangered species is just one more arrogant attempt by humans to control nature. It's arrogant meddling. It's what got us in trouble in the first place. Doesn't anybody understand that? Interfering with nature. Over 90%, way over 90% of all the species that have ever lived on this planet, are gone. They're extinct. We didn't kill them all. They just disappeared. That's what nature does.
That's what's up, dude.
They disappear.
That's what's up, Swap. About to get into a little guitar,
I mean, regardless of our
if you don't mind.
Irrespective of how we act on this planet, 25 species that were here today will be gone tomorrow. Let them go.
If you guys want to get into another conspiracy, though, let me know. I didn't really have anything planned. I just wanted to play some guitar.
So self-important. Everybody's going to save something now. Save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save those snails. And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet. What? Are these fucking people kidding me? Save the planet? We don't even know how to take care of ourselves yet. We haven't learned how to care for one another. We're going to save the
Smoke a little bit.
Planet?
It's your stream. Play the guitar. Well, I had insomnia for 2 days. I didn't sleep. And then I did a vending show this morning. And I was on like 30-something hours. So I ended up going to sleep when I got home. Slept all day, friggin' woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock? Like 1:30? So I completely missed like Friday and Saturday.
About the planet. Not in the abstract, they don't. Not in the abstract, they don't. You know what they're interested in? A clean place to live. Their own habitat. They're worried that someday in the future they might be personally inconvenienced.
Yeah, I woke up at 1:30, man. Bright and bushy-tailed.
Doesn't impress me. Besides, there is nothing wrong with the planet. Nothing wrong with the planet.
Take a big-ass rip for you, sir, and Blood, and anybody else that's in here.
Difference. But the planet is fine. Compared to the people, the planet is doing great.
It's all good. I'm used to it.
Do you ever think about the arithmetic?
As long as my responsibilities get done, I don't really care when I sleep. But the thing is I'm used to it, you know?
And we've only been engaged in heavy industry for a little over 200 years. 200 years versus
I need to get me a drink.
Billion. And we have the conceit to think that
I got water right here, actually.
Threat, that somehow we're going to put in jeopardy this beautiful little blue-green ball that's just afloat around the sun.
You swear? What do you swear about?
Worse than us. Been through all kinds of things worse than us. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drifts.
What do you swear about, man?
Sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, hundreds of thousands of years of bombardment by comets and asteroids and meteors, worldwide floods, tidal waves, worldwide fires, erosion, cosmic rays, recurring ice ages, and we think some plastic bags, some aluminum cans.
Anthony Jeselnik? Jeselnik? Just that name sounds funny.
The planet isn't going anywhere. We are. We're going away. Pack your shit, folks. We're going away. And we won't leave much of a trace either. Thank God for that. Maybe a little styrofoam. Maybe. Little styrofoam. Planet will be here and we'll be long.
I love it. This shit over here. What you said, long the bills, shit get paid. I don't care how long you sleep. Yeah, as long as my responsibilities are done and the bills are getting paid, fuck it. Whenever I sleep is whenever I sleep. YouTube. Alright, here we go.
Valentine on the track.
Was that the one that I wanted? Oh, it was this one. Like that. It's a little kind of catchy. Pretty sweet looking. Wish I could do that. You can, bro. I mean, I'm fucking up like crazy because I gotta be honest with you, I am high. But I want to get like to this level where I'm completely just obliterated. Looks like it's just you and me, bro. If you got shit to do, man, take off. It's getting late, man. I can understand. I want to be exactly what they say I am. You know what I mean? The worst streamer ever. If you want to look for riffraff, he's in the bottom of the tiles. I want to be that because I am whatever they say I am, right? You played before, but you're trash. We all start out as trash, bro. We all start out as trash, man. Every one of us. You know a little, but you don't know why? Do you want to know why? Because they would never do that unless if I weren't something worth destroying. They wouldn't try to destroy me if I wasn't worth destroying. You see what I'm trying to say to you? Let's shut this light off. I assume your belief has got something to do with it. You're sniffing around the right corners. You're sniffing around the right corners. God, that weed tastes good. Yep, sure was. Was a list of shit that I apparently have backwards too. I will tell you this, if you think 420 Club is a gang, let me be the example of that. Obviously, it's blood in, blood out, right? I couldn't just leave gracefully. They wouldn't let me have that. They wouldn't let me have respect and grace and just humble out and bow out and just chill. I needed to be made an example of. But that's cool, bro. Like I said, I gladly take the arrows. I gladly take the slingshots from that. Just so I can basically reveal some of their true nature. And I know y'all are expecting me to react and shit, and I'm not going to, because all of that was very educational to me. I'm glad I got to see that side of them, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking awesome. Very educational for me. So clearly I made the right decision, as you can tell, clearly, because it wouldn't have caused such a reaction if I didn't make the right choices, you know what I'm saying? I feel like shit was blessed. And when I said God was the one that was looking out for me, and then David said that I hope God never blesses you with any children, you see what I'm saying? That's how I knew that I made the right choice, because God works in mysterious ways. So I was just saying, man, he mentioned God. He's like, I hope God never blesses you with children. I was like, wow, bro, that's cool. I know God got my back then. What up, Red Walrus? How you doing, man? up, Blunt Mover? How you doing, man? I caught your stream, bro. Sorry I showed up a little late. Showed up a little late there. I didn't wake up till like 1:30 in the morning. Shit, Sim's grave here.
My Allstate agent gives me safe driving bonus checks.
What's good, man?
Really good listener.
I can't believe you crashed your damn car. No, the reason why I was in the market for a new car is because I just paid it off. So the second you pay it off, you trade it in, right? Get a new one. Me. God damn, that's hard. I tried, I'm sorry. I was gonna throw that lick up in there. That shit is tough right there. got in there. How's everything? Everything's going smooth? Everything's going good? Nice low traffic as usual. Dan Grave just seen a pic of the truck. Is everyone okay? Everyone was okay. From what I understand, everybody's fine. Warrior Salute, NorCal. What's going on, man? I seen you in your dress up. Your wife was looking beautiful, bro. You guys look like you have a lot of fun together. That's awesome. I love to see that kind of shit, man. Hey, NorCal. Hey, Red. That's what's up, man. Warrior Salute. Warrior Salute. Absolutely. Halloween weekend, bro. What all you bros got planned, man? Never been in a band, at least not one that went anywhere. Fooled around in a car garage a couple times, but that's about it. Yes, sir. Fuck that up. On rewind, watching it now. Yeah. You see the shit where it was smushed in? You can see it. I think you did more damage to their car than your own car. I could be wrong.
I destroyed everything on my wall.
Now that I'm more warmed up. I fucked it up. Damn it. 10 miles per hour, crazy. Glad to hear your family is okay. Goddamn right, man. Whiplash, though, toxin. Takes a day, right? When you wake up tomorrow. When you wake up tomorrow, your neck's gonna be hurting and shit. Next time, text to me in my stream. Don't wait till I see me elsewhere. Thanks. Yeah. I like that little hook right there. I'm gonna try to master that one up. I'm gonna try to master that. Here we go. Try to get this right. Putting it behind us. Your stream was over. Where I came in about 20 minutes before you shut it down. You were like, I'm out. And you were talking French to somebody. I was like, I don't understand French. I wish I did. It sounds like a sexy language. I mean, you could say almost anything in French. Remember that Eddie Murphy joke back in the day? It's like French. Now that's a smooth language. You can say anything. Remember that shit on Eddie Murphy? That shit was funny, man. I like that shit. That shit is awesome. What do I do next? I guess I could do this one. Your stream was over. Oh, if you say so, Red. Uh-oh. What do we have happening here? Yeah, French is a difficult language to pick up. I can imagine. I can imagine. It's a very unique way to, yeah. It was. Yeah, it was, yeah. Ah, fucking. I'm messing up tonight. It's gotta be the weed. I play one from Metallica? A little bit. I mean, I've never like picked up tabs and learned it, but I probably could do it, yeah. One by Metallica. Want some Jimmy, do you? Want some Jimmy, do you, kitty? Hey, did you invade me last night? Because I plan on playing after this stream. Want to kill some zombies and stuff. Are you gonna invade me? Because I'm ready to jam. Anybody that has Dying Light that wants to do zombie invasions with me, they're really fun. Try it. Play the hardest, most evil riff. The hardest, most evil. So what do you want me to try out? I can try it. The front line is everywhere. The front line is everywhere by Rage Against the Machine. The front line is everywhere. I heard this back when I was a teenager. I haven't heard it in years. A lot of sound effects. There's not much guitar going on there. How about a different one? A different Rage song that has more guitar than just like a bunch of little... Because like, what that is, it's a compilation of a bunch of different sounds all put together in the studio and shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say? And then it's done through a looper, so that way he can do it live. I got a looper too. I got one right over here. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I got a looper as well. It's there. It's that thing on the bottom left. This thing. Anyways, if I had time to program that, I could do it live. I definitely could do it live if I had time to program it. But on the spot, no. On the spot, I'll do a different. I'll try a different one. I'm just being honest with you. It's gonna sound like Boo Boo. November Rain. You keep switching genres on me here. I can't do November Rain. Never even. That's like a bunch of acoustic shit. You want me to do acoustic shit? Acoustic? Oh, you made a grandpa's guitars? That's like for grandpas and pussies, and you know it. And they play in standard tuning as well. All I have is excuses. All I have is excuses. Sorry. I'm sorry, kitty. I just don't have Guns N' Roses in my soul. It's not in there. It's just not in there. I'm more of a rapper kind of guy. I like my hip-hop beats and shit like that.
Valentine on the track.
I love my little Valentine guy. I'm gonna make a PS4 voice changer so I can sound like a demon. That would be cool. I don't know any songs. Keep fucking that one up, man. Damn it. It makes me want to do it. did it that time. Some shit like that, but yeah. As long as it sounds decent. We don't try to impress. You heading out? No graveyard shift for you tonight? Well, you was in a car accident, man. You need to get some rest. Have a great night, Blent. Have a great night, man. See you later, bro. Let's switch it up and go to this one.
Alexa, do I need a rain jacket today in New York City?
Kitty, you want to play some Dying Light after this? Because I do. I'm going to be in here about another half hour. What's Dying Light about? What's Dying Light about? Ooh. It's a zombie game. It's all about, you know, beating fucking zombies in the face. If you ever really, like, had some aggression that you want to get out, that is a great game. That is a great game. Smashing faces wide open with a hammer and stuff. Oh, good graphics on it. It's 4-player co-op. We can do the entire story together. And then it has a really unique PvP where one of my friends, like Kitty, she could come in and invade us as a zombie, as like a volatile zombie. And it's really cool, man. Like, you know how like Friday the 13th, like one person plays Jason and chases everybody? Well, that's the exact same thing. One person plays the zombie and chases everybody. But let me tell you what, it's fast paced, it's crazy, it's hardcore. It's not like hiding in the bushes like in Friday the 13th. This shit is on point, for real. But it's fun, it's cheap. It's only like $20-25 game. You can get all the DLC now for you know, free, I think. It's like included into the price. So, and there's anything, I hate anything zombie, vampire, or werewolf. Alright, well then you're gonna hate this game. But at the same time, we get to run around in buggies, like two-seater buggies. One person can shoot shotguns, and the other person can zip around. And it's all first person. And but yeah, if you don't like zombies, then you're definitely gonna hate this game, because there's zombies everywhere. Kitty, this is, I don't know if you're still in here, but this is probably the hardest thing that I know how to perform. It's not necessarily anything you've ever heard. It's all my own original composures. Because you know, I'm a guitarist. But anyways, the point is, what's the craziest thing that I know how to do? Probably this. Are you ready? Here we go, kid.
Cinnamon fans, your date with destiny has arrived. Let's do this. Cinnamon Frosted Flakes are finally here. Sweet cinnamon and the frosted crunch you love. Well,
Tastes like victory, G. Tastes like victory.
they're great.
They're great. Are you ready? Here we go. I was laughing at your comment and I fucked all up. hard to get those sweeps. That's a lot of practice right there. Triple threes with another 3 up there. I'm haunted by those numbers. Speaking of numbers, I want to do a giveaway when I hit 500 subscribers, just so you guys know. No. I'm going to give away some merchandise. So I don't know what you guys want, but you get a choice of whatever the hell I have on me. And I got some pretty cool stuff on me. So, yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway when I hit 500. Let me know. We can do some kind of game like guess a number or something like that. Zombies is more likely to actually happen. Considering there's zombie research and there's actual... Hey, CML, what's going on? There's actual people that take this shit very seriously. For like 25, 35 grand, you can actually buy the zombie survival kit. It's got everything in there, all the way from bullet making materials to fucking guns to MREs and fucking tents and cans. It's got everything in there, dude. It's got everything to survive the zombie apocalypse. It's got everything. Guns and all sorts of stuff. You'd have to be a fool not to want to buy that. Watch Riff play Zombies Invasion. He's pretty good at it. But if you suck at video games, then I get why you hate it. Oh! You just got slammed. Ooh. Blood, you gonna take that? You gonna take that? Blood, you gonna take that? You gonna take that, bro? Zombies can happen in multiple ways. Werewolves, though, yeah, a little different. But where do you think all these fantasy creatures came from? Like, all the way from the damn jackrabbit to the man-bear pig to the Sasquatch to all that. How do you think all that shit happened? Vampires. Because, I mean, when you really start diving into some of those stories, like, you actually believe it and you're really trying to research it, some of the shit actually adds up. And I'm not gonna lie. Some of the shit fucking adds up. I'm not trying to say vampires exist, but they were doing vampiric activity. I can tell you that one. I ain't here to argue. Zombie Skin.
You know how you don't talk
I have one YouTube vid. No one likes.
John song called Young
No one has one like.
You talk like this. Hey Google, play that hipster
What?
song with whistling.
I have one YouTube vid. No one has one like it.
Like only Google's hits.
Unique, bro. That shit's unique, blood. It's all magic, isn't it? Ah, all right. The guitar part is over. I'm done with the guitar. We did a little bit of conspiracy. We did a little bit of guitar. Now we're gonna do the very end. What does this say? Comedy. Let's get into some comedy. Hey, comedy. You know what I love watching for comedy? Let's see what's going on in Mr. Steven Crowder's land. You want to see what's going on over there? I know I do. If I'm wrong, oh well, no one do what I did. If I'm wrong, send me a link. Oh, the fuck did you do? I gotta be getting close. There is the boy. There's the good old boy right there. Yes, sir. Free speech debate. Crowder versus tech churches. I was hoping for something a little funny. Well, fuck it. Let's see him slaughter this poor looking soul right here. Let's watch him slaughter this poor looking soul. You ready?
to make the right choice will result in death.
It's Jigsaw.
The truth will set you free.
This is not gonna get long.
Come on in, bros. Come on in. I won't bite. Sit a little closer to me. Come on in. Get to know me better, bro.
You see the issue here, right? You're the one who has a problem with their rules. Really glad to have our next guest. I think he thinks that I'm the boogeyman. That's usually what people think when they come on this show if they don't necessarily come from the same political persuasion. You can follow him on Twitter at Josh Constine. He's a writer for TechCrunch. Mr. Constine, thank you for being here, sir.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you. Now, are you here out of your own free will, or do we need to notify the authorities? Is someone putting the lotion on its skin there? That background looks a little...
Yeah, I'm here on my own volition. I'm hoping to have a good civil discussion about some really important topics.
Okay, so you are in fact, this is your own basement.
No, this is the TechCrunch office.
Oh, okay. All right, so I see. Just boosting morale and what have you. Listen, Josh, I wanted to talk with you because I saw your article up here at TechCrunch, and it was titled "Silenced by Free Speech," in which you were putting forth, I don't want to misrepresent you, were putting forth, I guess, some solutions.
Whoops, sorry, bros. I'm just trying to take care of my scene in the background here while we watch this. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Oh, what just happened? Excuse me.
Yes. If you don't want to use those services, there is an open and unmediated internet that you are allowed to publish whatever you'd like on. But if you're going to use a social network that's created by somebody else, then you are beholden to their rules.
Sure. You see the issue here, right? You're the one who has a problem with their rules. Really glad to have our next guest. I think he thinks that I'm the boogeyman. That's usually what people think when they come on this show if they don't necessarily come from the same political persuasion. You can follow him on Twitter at Josh Constine. He's a writer for TechCrunch. Mr. Constine, thank you for being here, sir.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you. Now, are you here out of your own free will, or do we need to notify the authorities? Is someone putting the lotion on its skin there? That background looks a little...
Yeah, I'm here on my own volition. I'm hoping to have a good civil discussion about some really important topics.
Okay, it's pretty hard. It's definitely a good challenge. I'll be streaming it here in just a minute.
Oh, okay. All right. So I see. Just boosting morale and what have you. Listen, Josh, I wanted to talk with you because I saw your article up here at TechCrunch, and it was titled "Silenced by Free Speech," in which you were putting forth, I don't want to misrepresent you, were putting forth, I guess, some solutions, assertions regarding the policing, the treatment of speech on social media platforms. I'm not going to lie, I come at this from the other point of view, so I'd love to hear what it is, I guess, in your own words, you were asserting with the article.
Yeah, so modern social networks, there's just a fundamental incongruency with being completely and unabashedly open to all forms of replies, insults, and harassment, and being a place for civil discussion of important issues. While free speech is critically important, that right was not designed in mind with people being able to come to you, shout in your face, and say these are their beliefs. Everyone is welcome to speak their own beliefs, but I don't think other people are necessarily obligated to listen or have that speech come into their house, whether you call that somebody coming into your front door and screaming at you, or coming to your Twitter profile and screaming at you. And
zombies on, no, she's talking about night hunters.
From this kind of harassment.
She's not talking about zombies on Call of Duty. This is a lot fucking different.
Nobody should be censored for having those
zombies on Call of Duty sucks, blood.
On their own
I'll give you that one.
But when it comes to
I'm talking about something fucking totally different.
Happens, I think that there needs to be some changes made. And Twitter has announced a bunch of changes to promote safety on its platform, but none of them right now address the fundamental problem, which is in replies.
Oh, you do know? Okay.
And so in Silenced by Free Speech, I discuss how, some social networks have put up a defense that they're being completely pro-free speech, but in doing so, they're allowing harassers to actually silence other people by bullying them into being quiet. And so, yes, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to jump, but you kind of unpacked a few things there. Do you mind if I ask a couple of questions?
Sure.
So you started off with the First Amendment. So I'm interested as to why you started off there and mentioned the founding fathers. Mentioned how they couldn't have conceived sort of this interconnectivity as you put it in your article. First off, before we get off on that, do you believe this is a First Amendment issue or a Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube have the right to do what they want as a business issue? Because you start off asserting First Amendment wasn't designed with this technology in mind.
Yeah, this is about what Facebook and Twitter are doing on their platforms. As businesses, they are not beholden to
it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Any type of speech,
Absolutely.
even so. That is where what I'm discussing here.
But then, what would you? My question is, why would you start with First Amendment and then go into businesses have the right to do what they want to do? They're completely separate. They're unrelated. You invoke the First Amendment.
They're not unrelated, unfortunately, because these companies are saying that the First Amendment and the free speech are why they're allowing this abuse. So this is their rationale for not policing their platforms or for not protecting victims is that it's all part of free speech. They're the ones pointing to the First Amendment.
Isn't that funny?
They're the ones pointing to the First Amendment, and that's why the first paragraph in the
I was hoping he was going to slaughter this guy. I think he's going to. He's about to.
Technology. So that's your argument in response to their rationale. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this clearly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that first. Where
7 minutes.
Line get drawn? Is it
I'm going to be going right to Dying Light.
Is it with the typewriter? Is it with the computer? Is it with social media? Where does the First Amendment still apply?
The First Amendment applies to people's own speech.
Okay.
So that can be in many forms, but...
So what would that do with technology, though? Because that's your...
Get the fuck out of here.
It didn't take into account this interconnectivity with technology that we currently have. So I'm just trying to clarify what your position is, because I'm not entirely clear in the article, and you went down a few different paths I would like to explore.
Ectoplasm or something?
Then how does technology... It could not be less relevant.
Well, it's obviously very relevant because speech is conducted through technology nowadays, so I don't understand how you could think those things are totally separate.
They're separate based on what you just said, that someone has the right to say whatever they want, but then you say that the First Amendment didn't account for current technology. So I just asked you, where does it stop? And you just said it's in relation to your own speech. So does the First Amendment, for example, apply when you're using the telephone, speaking freely with your family members? Does it apply to a town?
What do you mean?
Okay.
If you're talking
the blood of what? The blood?
To speak with you on the phone.
The blood of what? I want a DNA test on that blood. The blood of what?
In the night, over and over again, to scream at them, you can be charged for harassment. Sure. You can be charged for.
Is that the blood of Jesus Christ?
Isn't it wonderful that with new media, social media like Facebook, Twitter, you can block, you can mute? I think that's the fundamental assertion that I disagree with here. Your presupposition that people have to listen. Therefore, the people at the top, from the top down at Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, need to do something about it. No one's forced to use these applications, and no one has to listen. You can't, before caller ID, you were on a rotary phone, someone called you, asked if your refrigerator was running, you had to say, damn it, and hang up and hope it didn't happen again. Now you know. You can block and
yeah, But if somebody kept calling you from different phone numbers every day, a different phone number, you couldn't block those, right?
But that's already a violation of the rules.
Exactly, but you couldn't block those phone numbers. You're saying that blocking is fine, but if I called you from a different phone number every day, you couldn't block those, right?
I assume that you're obviously drawing a connection here to sock accounts, to bot accounts, to creating multiple accounts for harassment campaigns. Because I know you've written about that, and I would agree with you, but that's already a violation of the rules. You're suggesting new rules and stricter enforcement. So I guess my question here is, you say that free speech isn't free if someone is intimidated by somebody else's speech. Am I misrepresenting what you've said there, or is that the general premise?
My wife just started playing Skyrim. She's absolutely in love with it.
Are, welcome to say views that offend.
She created a wood elf.
When you start to directly reply to people, when you're shoving that perspective in somebody else's face, it becomes different. It's not about, oh, you're in the street saying your point of view. If that's so, I can just walk away. But if every day you create a new Twitter account and reply to me and put those messages into my timeline, into my replies to mentions, it's different. Well, it isn't allowed to do it on one account, but that hasn't stopped anyone from creating new accounts to do that harassment every day. So that's why I'm saying that the current block options are inadequate.
Okay, well, again, but that's not really what you're writing about in your article. You're talking about new
That's exactly what I'm writing about in my article.
Oh, I would encourage you to read it over there.
How you
Fully automatic weapons are already heavily regulated, right? Someone can buy a semi-automatic weapon and transform it. That's illegal. It doesn't change the fact that it's illegal. It's already illegal to create targeted harassment campaigns online. It's already illegal to stalk somebody online. People get banned for these offenses. And the important thing is, for example, threatening somebody.
They are talking about
bodily harm or calling.
This guy is saying that you can create bot accounts to harass people on multiple Twitters or multiple YouTube accounts. He's saying that there needs to be better blocking regulations. Well, Steven Crowder, he's talking about how these laws are already in place. They're already implicated. So why do we have to change the laws? He's like, well, nothing's stopping these people from doing it. And he's like, but these things are already illegal. So you're suggesting that the CEO do something about harassment? It's like, you can block it, you can mute it, there's actions that you can take against it. Again, it's not very funny. I thought Steven Crowder was going to light this fool up. This goes on for 37 minutes, too. But anyways. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We will find something that is funny. World Scary Feminist. Oh, man. Fair use and
There's
notice.
definitely no shortage of horrible feminists when it comes to the internet, but there's one so horrible and so abrasive that she managed to gain an almost supervillain-like infamy more or less overnight. Big Red doesn't seem to pursue the spotlight like some others, but when she has it, she leaves an impression. A horrible, shrill, nightmarish impression.
Shut the fuck up for a second! Feminists do not want you to lose custody of your children. The assumption that women are naturally better caregivers is part of patriarchy. Can you shut the fuck up for a second, too?
Well,
I can
he just listed how great.
This is a list of the things that we're working towards. Now, if you would shut the fuck up for the 50th millionth time.
This footage was taken in 2013 at the University of Toronto. Big Red and her feminist posse turned up to protest a men's rights.
Now that's funny to me.
Pulling the fire alarm, forcing everyone to evacuate the building. That's when this confrontation took place.
Feminists do not want you to have to make alimony payments. Alimony is set up to combat the fact that women have been historically expected to prioritize domestic duties over professional goals, thus minimizing the earning potential in their traditional marriages and the assumption. I'm reading on Facebook. I'm trying to get everybody else hear it. Not just for you, Mr. Entitled. Feminists do not want anybody to be raped in prison. Permissiveness and jokes about prison rape are part of rape culture. Rape culture is part of patriarchy. Feminists do not want...
Can I interject right there? Because I don't see feminists standing outside of prisons trying to stop man-on-man rape. Hey, Riff, how are you doing tonight, brother? Good to see you. I'm actually pretty much finished up here. Finished up. It's just I didn't put something funny on, but I wanted to just put something funny on real quick, smoke a little bit before I went into Dying Light. But good to see you, man. You pretty much caught me on the way out. Where I'm making fun of this girl right here, because she's so funny. She's so funny, man. How she's trying to make a difference, but then telling everybody to fuck off in front of her is so fucking funny. The double standard, the irony. Oh, the irony.
Anyone to be falsely accused.
Oh, but anyways, yeah, I was talking about prison rape. Man-on-man rape. They talk about women rape, but if you look up the actual statistics on rape, it's actually man-on-man rape, and it's in the prison systems. But you don't see a bunch of these girls out here. You don't see a bunch of these girls standing outside of the men's prison saying, please stop rape. No, you don't see that. All you see is a bunch of this shit right here, this virtue signaling bullshit. That's all this is, virtue signaling. She doesn't give two fucks about anyone around her. You can tell. But she's trying to change the world for the better.
False rape accusations discredit rape victims, which reinforces rape culture, which is part of patriarchy. Feminists do not want to be lonely. We do not hate nice guys. The idea of certain people are inherently more valuable than other people because of certain physical attributes is part of patriarchy. I don't know if you're noticing a theme. Patriarchy.
Those men should dress more modestly.
See, the sooner everyone shuts the fuck up, the sooner we'll all realise that every problem that has ever and will ever exist is caused by the evil patriarchy. You know, men.
It's enough.
The next clip is by far the most fucked up. While debating with Big Red and one of her friends, some of the seminar attendees raised the issue of Canada's high male suicide rate. Watch how Big Red responds.
Because, like, apparently men have been oppressed for being men. Mental health issue. Don't get a happy mental health issue. That's not a men's rights issue.
Have you checked out
Stigma.
Have you checked out CAMH? There are about 4 programs for women and maybe 1 for men.
See, you can't do this. You cannot point facts out to people like this. It won't help. She just comes off as a bitch. She could just try to be less angry and more articulate. Maybe people would actually listen to her. Well, you see, the thing is that when you start getting into the patriarchy, and if it actually exists, you're going to find that men are more raped, men kill themselves more, men are more impressed. You're going to find that. Now, if you want to go back into the times where they say women wasn't even allowed to vote and things like that, it just really gets into this big brash argument that stems up to this big patriarchy that somehow the world was set up and built by men and it's designed to keep women down. When some of the most 5 richest people on earth happen to be women. I mean, how does that work in her patriarchy? I'm just wondering. And now when you start talking about actual facts, statistics, and percentages, things that matter, the facts, the statistics, they matter. When you start pointing them out to people like this, they won't listen. They won't listen. I've experienced this in my own friends. They won't listen.
Go down to the gravesite.
Now, the reason I bring up Big Red is because we've recently been given a closer look into the way her mind works. Last year, filmmaker and all-round sweetheart Cassie J released her controversial documentary The Red Pill, and Big Red was interviewed as part of that documentary. Well, just recently, Cassie released the full uncut interview with Big Red, and it's interesting. Let's have a look.
There's still a lot of sexism in terms of like gender roles, and we're still expected to be wives and mothers and things like that. So no, we're always trying to dismantle gender roles. At the end of the day, that's really all we want, is to really dismantle gender roles.
You heard her, fellas. Women are still expected to be wives and mothers and things like that. Maybe it's about time that men stepped up to the plate. Maybe we should be the wives and mothers from now on and give women a break.
Feminism is a movement about the discrepancies, like when it comes to women's equality, because we're still not there yet. And so when we create a space, our own space, to talk about our own issues and the things that we have to deal with, whether it be harassment or objectification or, income inequality, whatever the case may be, these MRAs decide to go trample on our parade and say, but what about the men? Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. You have been taking over our politics and our media for God knows when. Since God knows when, I should say. So don't even start with that whole, but you don't think about the men's issue. Well, then you know what? Start your own goddamn movement, which they have, but maybe make it a little more about legitimate issues like custody and alimony and things that you think are unequal, which all stem from patriarchy.
Custody, alimony. Statistically, the women always get this custody. Always get the alimony. In most cases, I would say in the 70 to 80 percentile, women always get custody. Even if they're fucking bad parents. Straight up. I've seen it happen far too many times.
Men can have a movement as long as it's dedicated to bringing down the patriarchy.
Oh my God, feminists are trying to take away our kids. No, dipshit. That's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to do that. I mean, if they look at the root causes of why, for example, women get custody more often than men do, women are supposed to be the mothers. They're supposed to be the natural-born caregivers. So obviously, duh, you has a vagina, so obviously you're going to be able to take care of the kitties. That's really what it is. It all stems from sexism against women.
Wait, so women having vaginas is sexism against women?
So it's not discrimination against men that these MRAs seem to think it is. It's discrimination against women, and consequently, it negatively affects them as well. So that, I mean, we are, in a sense, not directly, but we are indirectly still working on their issues, but it's more like we're trying to dismantle patriarchy, which will then help them. So, anyways.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Does the royal queen fit into her patriarchy? Does the fact that a woman is on most of the money in the world, does that fit into her patriarchy? I don't know.
I was saying before, if you're about custody battles, alimony, homeless men,
You know this girl's single. You know she's single, bro.
those things. Find like the root cause of what those things are.
Patriarchy.
But don't turn around and say that it's because women have equality now, and therefore that's why men are getting kicked out of their houses and are on the streets.
I've literally never heard one single person say that men are getting kicked out of their houses and being forced to live on the street because women have equality. Never. Ever.
What? No, like dig a little deeper, do some research, figure it out, and then you can have a movement.
Big Red shall permit men to have a movement when they figure out everything is caused by patriarchy and all men are cunts.
I'm not against men having their rights, but, you know, in the history of everything, men have always had rights. Men have always had rights. That has nothing to do with it. Like, I mean, if you... Victim blaming is it's a huge
This
part
girl's
of
gonna freaking kill somebody.
The more you blame the victim, the less blame you put on the perpetrator, and the cycle just continues. Because obviously, I'm gonna rape her because she's got a short skirt on. Duh! It's only natural. I can't control my urges. I'm just a man beast.
What the fuck?
You're not doing it right. Really, you know, I can't believe she's trying to ruin my reputation. Cry me a river. Oh, wait, I'm already famous for saying that.
Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you go and have a look at the full video at Cassie's channel. You'll find a link in the description. Cheerio.
That was spooky, bros. That was spooky and funny, all at the same time. Which is exactly how we want this to end on the Halloween weekend. Well, bros and brosettes and everyone that came to say hello to me, I am going to take a hike. See you later. I'm out this bitch. I'm going to go play me some Dying Light and run from some zombies and hopefully find some cool people to play with. And, yeah, do all that stuff. But I'll be in touch. I'll be around. I'll see you soon. I'll be in your streams. I'll be in your neighborhood. I'll be in your sheets. I'll be on your pillow. I'll be in your hampers, in your showers. I'll be there whenever you may need. Alright, so, peace the fuck out. I love you, bros. Have a great night.